Hey, what's up, guys? The theme for today's video, just want to make it a quick video, is 3 mantras to remind you to believe in yourself. These are 3 that are helping me right now. Hopefully they can help you guys too. The first mantra that's helping me is it'll work out because I'm going to make it work out. The second one is I can handle anything that comes my way. And the third one is it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of the process. Again, the main theme is just like whenever you're trying to do something new, you're trying to make a change in your life, whatever it is. Obviously that comes with obstacles, that comes with challenges. And so these 3 mantras that are helping me right now are really just kind of reminding me to just take it easy, not take things so serious, and just kind of make it through the process, as we try to get better and do things. So getting into the first one, it'll work out because I'm going to make it work out. When it comes to really anything that you're trying to do, mindset is everything. So if you come into it with a bunch of different expectations and whatever task that you're trying to do, it can be really easy to be disappointed if it doesn't go exactly as planned. And so kind of getting rid of those expectations and just trying to focus on doing the best job that you can do and making the best of the situation that you have is really what's going to be, in my personal opinion, what would be the best use of your time and energy. You can't always completely control what the outcome is going to be, but all you can do is control that you are showing up, and how you're showing up. So regardless of how it plays out, if you put in all that you can and you try your hardest to make it work, all you can really do is make the best of whatever comes after that. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the outcome, it's about the effort. So put in the effort, whatever the outcome is, you make the best of it, and you just try to keep pushing. That's really what it is. On to the second one. I can handle anything that comes my way. I feel like, at least for me personally, I don't know if you guys can relate, but whenever I start to feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, it's because I start to think of all the different tasks and all these different things that I have to do and just how big what it is I'm trying to accomplish may be, whatever task it is. And I'm just like, fuck, like that's a lot of stuff. I can't do all that. And it kind of starts to shut your brain down where you just start panicking. And so I feel like instead of allowing yourself to kind of get stuck into the I can't mindset of like, oh shit, this is a lot, I can't do all this stuff. I think for me, I'll think about this mantra, try to kind of chill out for a little bit, take a breath. Because whenever I get stuck in that I can't, your brain starts to shut down, right? I think I saw this I read this in Rich Dad Poor Dad, where it was explained, I think pretty decently, where it was like, when you say I can't, your brain shuts down and stops thinking, because it's like you basically hit a roadblock. You're convincing yourself there's nothing you can do to get past this roadblock. But when you don't say I can't and you start trying to figure things out, and you stop like panicking and everything like that, then that's when the creative problem solving starts to take place. And then that's when the wheels really start turning, where you start figuring out like, hey, there are different solutions to this problem that I'm facing here, regardless of if it's the solutions that you wanted to go with. But if you have an end result that you're trying to work towards, it might just be what you have to do at the time. But if you don't even allow yourself to think about those things and try to come up with different solutions and everything, you just kind of get stuck at that I can't. There's not really a whole lot that can be done. So basically it's just about like trying to figure it out as opposed to just like freaking out, taking a moment to just kind of relax and chill, try to collect yourself, and then thinking that you can handle this. You've handled things like this before. You just have to chill out a little bit. And I think another thing that also helps, when you have a whole bunch of tasks or you have a really big task that you're trying to tackle, trying to break it down into a much smaller task, much more manageable task, also helps. Because if you say you wanted to make $1 million, right? It's a big ass task, but if you break that down into smaller, like more manageable steps, you can figure out what your first step would be to, you know, kind of start the process of getting to that goal. Number 3, it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are a part of the process. I feel like a lot of people, myself included at times, blow mistakes way out of proportion, and it can kind of feel like it'll be the end of the world, basically. When in reality, it's not life or death things. It's stuff that's like rather small, like in the day-to-day, where it's like, I fucked up saying whatever to this person, or like you forgot something, or maybe you were working on something and you know you just made a mistake. It's something small. It's not something that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, completely change the course of your life. Not too long ago, I left the country. I was out in the Caribbean, and I don't speak the language fluently yet. Where I was in Dominican Republic, and them motherfuckers speak different, boy. Like, I've grown up learning Spanish, speaking Spanish, whatever, but they speak a very different type of Spanish. They have different, like, lingo. It's just different. So I go out there, I'm not understanding what a lot of people are saying to me, and it's just rapid fire too. They speak very, very fast, most of them. So it's like, it's rapid fire, and it's a bunch of words I ain't never heard in my entire life. And so, like, I'm fucking up left and right, talking to people and shit like that. I'm greeting people wrong. I'm fucking saying the wrong shit. Got motherfuckers looking at me like, what the fuck over, bro? You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying, and I'm messing up. I speak a lot better Spanish now because I've worked on Dominican Spanish now because I've worked on it. And it's a part of the process. It's like, but if I hadn't tried, if I hadn't gotten those crazy looks from people where it's like, where bro from? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have. Also, being there with people that speak Dominican Spanish has helped me learn it a little bit better. So, but if I had never opened my mouth to make those mistakes and fuck those words up and sound like I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, because I didn't, I wouldn't have given myself the opportunity to be corrected or be exposed to the right way of saying things, and I wouldn't be further along my journey in that area like I am now. So, you know, everybody that has ever done anything, the greatest people in any field ever, had to make a bunch of fucking mistakes to get to that point. And it's not like they just woke up and we're just great and never made a single mistake. It's like, that's just not how that happens. The people that we look up to them because we understand, like, the process they went through was hard, because they had to make a whole bunch of mistakes and they kept doing it. And it's like, fucking up from the mistakes, you know, fucking up, it can discourage you if you make it a bigger thing than what it is. If you just see mistakes for what they really are, which is just a debt to be paid to the game, whatever game it is you're playing, and it's just a normal thing, it's real small, it's not that crazy, then it has less of an impact. You give it less power over you and your journey when you just accept that it's just a part of it. Like, if every road was smooth, then, you know, it would be, there's no story to tell behind that. If everything was just easy, there's no story behind the tell behind that. But every road is going to have rocks and pebbles and everything like that are going to make the road a little bit bumpy. And those are the challenges that we face. It's not anything crazy. It's just, you know, if you see a pebble, you know what I'm saying, you just see that one small little mistake is just that. It's just a pebble on the path. But if you allow it to become something bigger and you see it as a big ass boulder or something that's blocking your path, it's going to have a lot more of an impact on your journey and hold you back a lot longer than if you just understand, like, yo, I'm gonna make this mistake, I'm gonna learn from it, I'm gonna fuck up, I'm gonna keep it pushing. But and another thing too is, I feel like with giving mistakes too much power, I feel like people see it as a failure of, like, their character or a failure of their abilities, and that's just not what it is. It's normal. It's real slight work. Even if it's a big mistake, sometimes we fuck up, sometimes we make big mistakes. Most of the time, it's not going to be something you can't ever recover from. Like, it may take you some time to recover from it, but it's like you will bounce back. You just have to make sure that you have your mindset, kind of primed for that, which is like, all right, I'm gonna fuck up, I'm gonna do this, whatever it is. I learn from this, I learn not to do this, but next time I'm coming back bigger and better, because you're tuned in and you understand, like, this isn't the end. It's just a part of the journey. But that's all I got. Y'all stay safe. I love y'all. Y'all stay healthy and hydrated. I'll catch y'all on the next one.